Hey folks, I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. Today we are talking about this little unit from a company called Avanto Lifestyle. This is their CapLight. I reached out to Avanto Lifestyle on behalf of my other channel that I have with my brother, Sons of Sever. We do a lot of running on that channel, so we want to review some headlamps and some chest lights that you can wear while running. I reached out to Avanto Lifestyle and they actually saw this channel and wanted to send this guy out to me. I've only had it for about a week and a half. I've worn it on 3 runs so far, so I don't have a ton of experience with it, but I have quite a bit to say so far. This is going to be an initial impressions video, and spoiler alert, my initial impressions are I'm impressed. Let's talk about some features initially. One of the main ones is the clipping system here. They do talk about on their ad how it is meant to be clipped specifically to MOLLE straps. So that's kind of cool. You could strap this thing to a plate carrier if you need some kind of lighting solution on that for whatever reason. If you're an early morning runner like me and you want to have light on you, this would actually be a really good option. One thing that I love about this unit that I would like other light companies to get on board with is convenient rechargeable capabilities via USB-C. But obviously it's a CapLight, so the main thing it's going to do is it's going to sit on your ball cap and allow you to have some hands-free lighting. So that's how this works. This does not make your hat too front heavy as well. I wouldn't run with it like this setup. I'll show you my running setup with it in a minute, but it is perfectly good here. Now, we have 5 total modes when it comes to this thing. I'll show you our activation button over here on the left side. So we have the on and off, and we have a motion sense button. So we do have a motion detector over here on this side, and you can set it up so that you can wave it on and wave it off. Not my favorite feature personally. Let's go ahead and show you our 5 different modes of lighting. So the first one is going to be a 400 lumen spotlight. The second one, I can flip it up here, is going to be a 200 lumen floodlight. Then we have the flood and the spot together. Then we have a red light for low light conditions where you don't want to ruin your night vision. And you are going to also have a police light in case, for whatever reason, you want to perform a citizen's arrest. You do also have a strobe function. If you double press when you are using the spotlight, you can also do the strobe function with the floodlight. So there's almost 7 different modes. Now let's show you how I set this thing up for running. They do provide you with a headlamp strap here. Now it's kind of unique in the way that it's set up because obviously you don't want this guy rubbing against your forehead for your runs. I would also say I don't highly recommend this setup for just bare head running. You're gonna want to wear a hat. But what this setup is going to do is it's actually going to suck the light back towards your head and make it so that the light's not bouncing and that nothing is rubbing on your head and that it's not front heavy on your hat. So there's 2 ways that you could do this. Obviously there's the way that I have it, where I have it laid down. Now instead of on my left, the activation button is on my right. Or you could flip this guy up and you could use the floodlight as your main light. I actually use the spotlight as my main light for running, but obviously you can set it up however you want. I've probably done about 20 miles like this so far as the mornings have gotten significantly darker, and this thing helps a lot. So I want to talk about a couple more use cases, but before I do that, I want to talk about some affiliates. The first affiliate that I want to mention is my go-to for ear pro, and that is Axel. These are the X-Core earbuds. You can head up to this card to see my review of the X-Core. These will replace every listening device that you currently have. I used to have my ear pro for the range, and then the buds that I specifically liked for the gym, and then other buds that I liked for running because they were a little bit more secure in my ears, and then other things that I wore for work to protect my ears while working in a noisy truck, and that was annoying. I have finally consolidated all of those into one pair of earbuds, the Axle X Core. Some quick features, obviously, a recharge case, 6 hours of media time, crystal clear active listening. Like, it sounds like you don't have Ear Pro in. And honestly, they're just extremely slimline. They don't get in the way when you are cheek welding a rifle. If I could only recommend one product to a firearms enthusiast, it would be these. If you're interested in checking out Axle's website, head down to the link in the description. It'll take you straight over to the X-Core. Specifically, they're almost always doing a sale. I know right now, the Axle X Core is $120 off. If they happen to not be doing a deal when you see this video, then use Sever Shoots at checkout and it will save you 15%. I have a new affiliate that I want to mention in this video, and that is Bear Creek Arsenal. If you want to get a complete upper or lower made with quality parts that is not going to destroy your bank account, then head over to Bear Creek Arsenal. Most of their complete uppers, which come with bolt carrier groups and charging handles and everything, are under $300. If you're interested in shopping around on their website, head down to the link in the description and go see what fantastic deals you can find. And then keep an eye on this channel for reviews of those products. Now let's talk about some possible use cases for CapLight. Some of the things that they show, like stock photos of on their website, are things like guys wanting to work hands-free on their engines, or people hanging it from a string in order for it to be used like a lantern. Those things are great. As for my use cases, the practicality for me is running in the dark or walking in the dark. I like to walk our dog later at night after everybody goes to bed. Love to be able to see while I do that. Another use case for me is early range days. I actually like to get there before the sun rises in order to work night stuff and work with lights. And so it's nice to have a hands-free ability to see the ground while I'm out in the wilderness and be able to find and set up all of the targets that are out at the range that I use. Another place where I'm definitely going to use this is hiking. Just because it's getting darker outside is not going to stop me from going into the Utah mountains to enjoy the nature. Another place I could definitely see myself using this is out camping. Have you ever had to do the thing where you get out of your tent to go pee and you got to stick your EDC pen light in your mouth and hold it while you do your business and then go back to your tent? Well, this guy, just slap your hat on, slap this guy on your hat, and your hands free during the whole process. The last place where I could definitely see myself using this, and I will use it, is doing stuff around the outside of the house when it's dark out. I just got a new axe throwing target that you guys are going to be seeing here on the channel soon, and I want to be able to throw my axe when it's dark outside, because that's when I have the most time to do it. There's going to be another deeper dive review on this thing when I've used it for a couple of months, but these are my initial thoughts and kind of an overview of the features. If you're interested in checking out the CapLight, head down to the link in the description. It will actually take you over to this company's Amazon shop. Folks, if you liked this video or found it helpful or interesting, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I appreciate your view, and as always, I will catch you later.